Hello friends, today we will learn about subtraction of integers. In our last video, we learnt about integers and addition of integers. If you have not watched that video, I'll say first watch that video and then continue with this one, because understanding addition of integers is very important to understand subtraction of integers. Okay, the link for that video is given in the description box, and you can also see the link in the top right corner of this video. Now let's see what we will learn today in this video. First, we will quickly revise on integers and rules for addition of integers. Then we will learn what is number opposite, what is additive inverse, how do we do subtraction of integers, and we will see different cases for subtraction of integers, and then we will solve few examples. Now let's start with integers. What are integers? Integers is a set of numbers that includes positive as well as negative numbers along with 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. All numbers greater than 0 are positive numbers, all numbers less than 0 are negative numbers. Now to represent integers on the number line, we write 0 in the center of the number line. To the right of 0 are all positive numbers, to the left of 0 are all negative numbers. Remember, as we go towards right, the value of number increases, and as we go towards left, the value of number decreases. So all or any negative number is less than all or any positive number. Okay, you take any negative number, it is smaller than any positive number. Okay, all right, let's move to rules for addition of integers. The first rule is if we want to add two positive integers, we add their absolute values and give common sign to the answer, that is positive sign to the answer. Okay, this is pretty simple. This is same as addition of whole numbers. We are adding two positive numbers, so we add their absolute values. 5 plus 8 is 13. We give positive sign to the answer. Okay, second rule, if we want to add two negative integers, we add their absolute values and gives common sign, that is negative sign to the answer. Here common sign is negative because two integers are negative. Okay, here I am adding minus 5 and minus 8. I add absolute values of minus 5 and 8, which is 5 and 8, and addition gives me 13. I give minus sign to the answer because both integers are negative. Okay, third rule, if we want to add one positive and one negative integer, we find difference of their absolute values and give sign of integer which has higher absolute value to the answer. Now in first two cases, we were adding absolute values. When both integers were positive or both integers were negative, we were adding absolute values. In the third case, one integer is positive and one integer is negative, so we are finding the difference of absolute values. First example is 5 plus minus 8. Here difference of absolute values 8 and 5 is 3, and I am giving negative sign to the answer because minus 8 has higher absolute value. Okay, second example is minus 5 plus 8. Again difference of 8 and 5 is 3, and I am giving plus sign to the answer because plus 8 has higher absolute value. So this was about integers and addition of integers. Let's move to our next topic, that is opposite number or additive inverse. What is opposite number? Opposite of a number? Opposite of a number is number which is at equal distance from 0 on the number line but in opposite direction. Okay, here I have shown one example. So distance of plus 4 and minus 4 both from 0 on the number line is 4 units. So plus 4 and minus 4 are called opposite numbers because plus 4 and minus 4 are also on the opposite sides of 0, right? So these are called opposite numbers. They are also called as additive inverse of each other. What is additive inverse? It is same as opposite number. Two numbers are called as additive inverse of each other if their addition is 0. Okay, so for example, plus 4 plus minus 4 is 0. We know addition of integers, right? So here I am adding one positive and one negative integer. I am finding the difference of absolute values. So difference of 4 and 4 is obviously 0. So plus 4 and minus 4 are also called as additive inverse of each other. They are also called as opposite number of each other. Okay, to get opposite number or additive inverse of any number is pretty simple. You just have to change the sign of that number. For example, opposite number of plus 5 is minus 5. Opposite number of say minus 6 is plus 6. Opposite number of say minus 110 is plus 110. Okay, all right. let's move to our next topic. Yes, before that, here are few examples for you to solve. Write the answers in your notebook and check answers at the end of the video. Okay, so our next topic is subtraction of integers. We know subtraction is opposite process of addition, right? In addition we increase the quantity, in subtraction we reduce the quantity. Okay, this fact will be useful for us to understand subtraction of integers. Here we will learn how subtraction of an integer is same as addition of its additive inverse. Okay, subtraction is same as addition of its additive inverse. Okay, what does it mean? It means if I'm trying to subtract plus 1 from some number, it is same as adding minus 1 to that number. Okay, let's consider one example. Say 5 minus 4. Here I am subtracting 4, that is plus 4, from 5. This will be same as 5 plus minus 4. Okay, so let's consider this example on the number line. We know for positive numbers or whole numbers we move towards left when we are subtracting, right? So we'll take 5 on the number line and we will move 4 places to the left, which gives 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 1. Now this is addition of integers, right? For addition of integers also we know when we are adding negative number we move towards left on the number line. Again we take 5 and move 4 places to the left, which gives us same answer, that is 1. This means 5 minus 4 is same as 5 plus minus 4. That is, we are actually subtracting a positive 4 plus 4 from 5. It is same as adding minus 4 to 5. Okay, now the second case, subtracting minus 1 is same as adding plus 1. Okay, let's take similar example. If I have to subtract say minus 4 from 5, it will be same as 5 plus 4. Okay, now here we will first consider this condition. Okay, 5 plus 4. We know for positive numbers, again when we are adding positive number we move towards right on the number line, so it gives me answer as 1, 2, 3 and 4, 9. Correct, this is 9. Now here where do I have to move? I'm subtracting a negative number. For subtracting positive number we move towards left, right? For this case we move towards left, but for subtracting negative number, if we move towards left I'll get 1 as answer, but it will also mean that 5 minus 4 is same as 5 minus minus 4. Is it same? No, because plus 4 and minus 4 are not same. Plus 4 is exactly in opposite direction of minus 4, which means when I am subtracting plus 4 I move towards left, and when I am subtracting minus 4 I have to move towards right. Okay, which will give me the same answer as 9. This will give me 9, which means subtracting a negative number is same as adding positive number. This also means that if I have to solve a subtraction problem, I can convert it to addition and use rules for addition of integers. Okay, now let's see what are different cases for subtraction of integers. Since integers involve positive as well as negative numbers, there are 4 cases for subtraction of integers. First one, positive integer minus positive integer. Second, negative integer minus positive integer. Third, positive integer minus negative integer. And fourth, negative integer minus negative integer. For the first case, answer could be positive or negative. Second case, answer will always be negative. Third case, answer will always be positive. And fourth case, answer could be again positive or negative. Okay, why is it so? Let's see. Let's consider one simple example. Say 5 minus 3. Okay, here I am subtracting positive integer from another positive integer. Okay, we know for subtraction we move towards left on the number line, so I will take 5 on the number line and I will move 3 places to the left on number line, which will give me 2 as answer, right? Here I am subtracting a smaller number from a bigger number. 3 is smaller than 5, of course. So I am subtracting a smaller number from bigger number. What if I have to subtract a bigger number from smaller number? Okay, let's consider 5 minus 7. For subtraction, again we will move towards left on the number line. I have to move 7 places to the left on number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We moved past 0 and we entered into integers, right? Negative integers. It gave me minus 2 as answer. Isn't this pretty obvious? Because we are subtracting a bigger number from smaller number. So always remember, when we subtract a smaller number from bigger number, we always get positive and answer, whereas when we subtract a bigger number from smaller number, we always get a negative answer. So in first case, positive integer minus positive integer, here I can subtract a smaller number from bigger number or bigger number from smaller number. So my answer could be positive or negative depending upon which case I am doing, which example I am solving. Okay. In second case, negative integer minus positive integer. Now we know that all negative numbers or any negative number is smaller than any positive integer, right? Any positive number. That means I am always subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number. I am always subtracting a bigger number from smaller number in second case. So answer will always be negative. Okay, that's why answer will always be negative. In third case, same rule applies. Positive integer minus negative integer. Negative number is always smaller than positive number, so answer will always be positive. Okay, I'm always subtracting a smaller number from bigger number here, that's why answer will always be positive here. Okay, in the last case, let me clean this up. Now in the last case, we are subtracting negative number from negative number. So answer could be positive or negative depending upon if we subtract a bigger number from smaller or smaller from bigger. That is, I can subtract, say, minus 2 from minus 8. Which one is bigger? Minus 2 of course is bigger. Minus 2 is bigger than minus 8. Minus 8 will be somewhere here on the number line. Okay. So here answer will be negative, and if I am subtracting minus 8 from minus 2, minus 2 is bigger, so answer will be positive. Okay. Now let's solve few examples for the first case, that is positive integer minus positive integer. Remember one thing, when we want to subtract one positive integer from another, we can write it like this. Example 5 minus 4, it's same as 5 minus plus 4. Okay, when I have to subtract one positive integer from another, I can write it like this or I can write it like this. Okay, and when I have to subtract negative integer, I can write it like 5 minus 4. Okay, now let's solve examples for the first case, positive integer minus positive integer. First case, first example, 8 minus plus 1. This is pretty simple example. We can write it like 8 minus 1, but right now we will solve it by converting it into addition problem. Okay, first two examples we will solve using conversion to addition problem. Okay, so 8 minus plus 1 can also be written as 8 plus minus 1. Okay, subtracting a positive integer is same as adding negative. Okay, so this becomes addition problem with one positive and one negative integer. We find the difference of absolute values 8 and 1, that is 7, and we give plus sign to the answer because plus 8 has higher absolute value. Okay, second example, 8 minus plus 9. Here we are subtracting higher number from bigger number from smaller number, so answer is going to be negative. In first case we subtracted smaller number from bigger number, so answer was positive. In second case we are subtracting bigger number from smaller number, answer is going to be negative. Let's convert this to addition problem. So this becomes 8 plus minus 9, find the difference of absolute values which is 1, and we give negative sign to the answer because minus 9 has higher absolute value. Okay, Now the third example, 46 minus 21. I've written it like this. I can write this as 46 minus plus 21 also. Okay, I've already mentioned this. Now to convert this into addition problem, 46 plus minus 21. Okay, this becomes 46 plus minus 21. Difference of absolute values is 25, and I give plus sign to the answer because 46 has higher absolute value. Okay, last example, 35 minus 79. I can write it as 35 plus minus 79. Okay, I've converted it to addition problem. Now difference of absolute values is 44, and I give negative sign to the answer because minus 79 has higher absolute value. Okay, now note here, in first example and in third example we were subtracting smaller number from bigger number, so answer was positive in both cases. In second example and fourth example we were subtracting bigger number from smaller number, and that's why answer is negative. Okay, remember, when we are doing subtraction like this, we actually find the difference. We actually subtract absolute value of smaller number from absolute value of bigger number, and we give negative sign to the answer. Okay, all right, here are few examples for you to solve, and answers will be given at the end of video. Now let's move to second case, that is positive number minus negative number. Here answer will always be positive as mentioned earlier, because we are always subtracting a smaller number from bigger number. Negative number is always going to be smaller than positive number. Okay, so answer will always be positive. Now let's solve first example, 8 minus minus 1. To convert this to addition problem, this becomes 8 plus plus 1, because when we are subtracting a negative integer we are actually adding a positive integer. Okay, 8 plus plus 1, this is same as 8 plus 1, and answer is 9. 8 minus minus 1 gives answer as 9. So remember, this minus minus becomes plus. This is pretty simple trick to remember. Minus minus becomes plus. 8 minus minus 9 becomes 8 plus 9, and addition is 17. Okay, 46 minus minus 21 becomes 46 plus 21, and answer is 67. Okay, 35 minus minus 79 becomes 35 plus 79, and addition is 114. So answer is 114. Okay, this is very simple case. Here are few examples for you to solve. Answers are at the end of the video. Third case, negative number minus positive number. In this case answer is always going to be negative, because we are subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number. Okay, let's see, let's convert this problem, first problem, into addition problem. Minus 8 minus 1, we are subtracting plus 1 from minus 8. So let's convert it to addition. It becomes minus 8 plus minus 1. Here we are adding two negative integers, and rule for addition of two negative integers says that we add their absolute values and give negative sign to the answer. So answer is minus 9. Okay, minus 8 minus 9 becomes minus 8 plus minus 9. Again apply the rule, add absolute values and give negative sign to the answer. Minus 46 minus 21 becomes minus 46 plus minus 21. Add absolute values and give negative sign to the answer. Minus 35 minus 79 becomes minus 35 plus minus 79. Add absolute values, which gives us 114, and apply minus sign. Okay, again few examples for you to solve. Answers at the end of the video. Now last case, negative number minus negative number. Here answer could be negative or positive depending on whether we subtract a bigger number from smaller number or smaller number from bigger number. Okay, first example, minus 8 minus minus 1. Which one do you think is bigger? Of course minus 1 is bigger, so answer is going to be negative. Okay, Now let's see if it is so. We will convert this into addition problem. This becomes minus 8. We are subtracting minus 1, which means we are adding plus 1. Okay, and we already know minus minus becomes plus. Okay, so this becomes minus 8 plus 1. Adding one negative and one positive integer, we find the difference of absolute values and give sign of integer which has higher absolute value, which is minus 8 in this case, and we are giving minus sign to the answer. Okay, so look at this. When we are subtracting a negative integer from another negative integer, here we are subtracting a bigger integer from smaller integer, so answer is negative. Second case, minus 8 minus minus 9. In this case, minus 8 is bigger and minus 9 is smaller, so answer will be positive. Let's convert this to addition problem. This becomes minus 8 and minus minus becomes plus 9. When we are subtracting minus 9, we are actually adding plus 9. Find the difference of absolute values and give plus sign because 9 has higher absolute value. Okay. Third example, minus 46 minus minus 21 becomes minus 46 plus 21 minus minus becomes plus. Find the difference of absolute values, which is 25, and give minus sign because minus 46 has higher absolute value. Again, fourth example, minus 35 minus minus 79. This becomes minus 35 plus 79. Difference of absolute values is 44, and we give plus sign to the answer because 79 has higher absolute value. Okay, so this was our last case for subtraction of integers. Here are few examples for you to solve. Okay, if you have any queries, any doubts, write them in the comment section. I'll solve them as soon as possible. Okay, now let's summarize what we have learned today. Number which is at equal distance from 0 on the number line but in opposite direction is called opposite of that number. We saw example plus 4 and minus 4 are opposite numbers of each other. These are also called as additive inverse of each other, and additive inverse is same as opposite number. Okay, then all negative numbers are less than any positive number. Why? Because obviously all negative numbers are less than 0, all positive numbers are greater than 0. So if negative numbers are less than 0, obviously they are going to be lesser than positive numbers. Okay, then when we subtract a smaller number from bigger number, answer is positive, and when we subtract a bigger number from smaller number, answer is negative. We explained this using 5 minus 3 and 5 minus 7. So we entered into integers and we got answer as minus 2 for 5 minus 7. Okay, next was subtracting a positive number is same as adding negative of that number. We saw example of 5 minus 4 and 5 plus minus 4. Then subtracting a negative number is same as adding positive of that number. We saw example 5 minus minus 4 is same as 5 plus 4. Okay, here I have summarized the cases for subtraction of integers. When we are subtracting positive integer from another positive integer, we actually find the difference of absolute values. 8 minus 1 gives us 7 because we are subtracting a smaller number from bigger number, and here in second case we are subtracting bigger number from smaller number, so answer is negative. Okay, second case, negative number minus positive number. Here we are subtracting a bigger number from smaller number, so answer will always be negative. We find get the addition of absolute values, that is find the sum of absolute values. When we write minus 8 minus 1, this gives us minus 9 as answer. This is same as minus 8 plus minus 1. So addition of two negative integers is addition of their absolute values and negative sign to the answer. Okay, in this case answer will always be negative. Third case, positive number minus negative number. Here we are always subtracting smaller number from bigger number, so answer will always be positive. In this case also we find the sum, that is addition of absolute values, and answer will always be positive. So 8 minus 1 becomes 8 plus 1 because minus minus becomes plus and gives us 9 as answer. Similarly 1 minus minus 8 also becomes 1 plus 8 and answer is 9. Okay, and last case was negative number minus negative number. Again here answer would depend upon whether we subtract a bigger number from smaller number or smaller number from bigger number. We find the difference of absolute values and give sign according to the bigger number. Okay, here in first case we are subtracting a bigger number from smaller number. -1 is bigger than -8, so answer is going to be negative. We've converted to addition problem. -8 plus 1, minus minus becomes plus, and this gives us -7 as answer. In second case we are subtracting smaller number from bigger number. Answer is positive. All right, here are answers to all the examples, all exercises, questions covered in this video. Pause the video, check all your answers. If you have any doubts, queries, write them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, till then keep watching, keep practicing. If you have not understood anything, go back to that point in the video and watch the video again. Okay, till then keep practicing, because the more you practice, the more expertise you gain in maths. Keep solving different problems. Okay, thank you, bye bye.